just a hard-fought game. In the last 5 minutes, obviously got kind of spread out a little bit there, but obviously Florida State's a great team, and I was just really pleased with our effort. We had a lot of people in foul trouble, so we're trying to play with limited bench, but there was a really good effort there tonight, and we just got to keep building on that.
When did you know Faith wasn't going to go, and how long were you expecting her out?
Yesterday after yesterday. We knew that she couldn't go today, and she's feeling a lot better. We just didn't want to push it, so we're pushing for we're hoping for Thursday, and just if she can wake up tomorrow and the next day with some more rest and treatment. It's just plantar fasciitis, and she kind of tore it a little bit, so just acute pain right now, and it's just starting to settle down a little bit.
When it's 51-50, I think you brought back SI at that point. Mm-hmm. Was that kind of going all in for it here with those 4 fouls?
Yeah, we were just, at that point it was so close, and we had Lauren and SI with 4, so we were just going to kind of rotate them and bring one in, and we had a miscue, I think, on the defensive end, and we had one person in man, and everybody else was in the zone. They got that wide open look at the 3.
Mikayla, with Faith out and with SI on the bench early with foul trouble, was it again one of those times where you feel like you had to take over? And what was the difference between the first half and the second half and the way they defended you?
Well, I think with Faith being out, she's a great player. So I think not only me but everyone had to step up on our team. The guards especially. Faith is a huge part of our team, but I think everyone stepped up today and did a great job. We knocked down some shots. We stayed in it. We hustled. So at the end of the day, I think we stepped up and played our game, and just got to get the next one. But going into how they played me, first half I know they were pressuring me pretty good, and then going into the second half they were still pressuring me really well. But yeah.
How frustrating was it for you not to be able to really get an open look? I mean, the one that you got, you really had to work for, and then she countered it at the other end. How frustrating is that?
It's not frustrating because that creates opportunities for my other teammates. Trying to set screens or just any way I can, trying to come get the ball and give someone else a good pass, that opens opportunities up for other people to score. So,
when you guys got it to 51-50, did it feel like you were kind of spent almost to get back to that point? I mean, had you expended so much to get to that point that?
Yeah, we put a lot of energy trying to get back into it, and I think a couple turnovers kind of messed us up going into that, being only down by 1 and then hitting the 3, but just a little bit of mislaps going into the end kind of hurt us, but got to bounce back from it.
What have you guys learned from this stretch of 3 straight games against really good teams?
I think, excuse my voice, but I think it's really important to started in practice. I mean, we hustled, we worked hard, we competed a lot more in practice in the last 2 days, and that really made the difference today. And we didn't get the win, but it was a much more hard-fought game for us.
I agree with Aliyah. We just had to challenge him in these last couple of days, and thought they responded in practice, and I felt like there was carryover into the game today.
Not the kind of miscommunication, but the possession, I think it's like 59-54, and you're trying to call something, and it ends up it's the end of the shot clock, and I think Mikayla he got blocked there with the shot clock winding down. What was the miscommunication on that possession?
I'm not sure, because we had to call a couple quicks down the stretch, so I'm not sure which one in particular you're talking about. But we didn't, it's funny, we executed some of them, and others we did not, and that's part of like what we talked about in the locker room. Is just, you're in a tight game like that, you have to be able to control the things you can control, and part of that is just being able to run end-of-game situations correctly, and that really, I think that hurt us, at least, not that we wouldn't have made the basket, given us the opportunity to get the best shot that we could have potentially gotten.
Is a game like this kind of, how do you look at it from, frustrating, obviously you lose, but encouraging that the young players on this, you can almost envision this, the future, them getting these minutes now?
Yeah, I mean, you take out one of your best scorers and you limit your post players to 17 and 18 minutes a game, and then the remaining core has to step up and play the number 17 team in the country. And so again, there's a lot of good in that. There's a lot of good, but we are always going to challenge them to just keep moving forward, and we get those pieces back, and where we're going to be these last 4 games, and So yeah, it's definitely disappointing. But you look at your youth and getting Faith back hopefully, and I don't plan on playing SI and Lauren 18 and 19 minutes a game, and hopefully we're not in this kind of foul trouble again.
What can you do to rectify the rebounding situation? Obviously, you can't get taller, and obviously it kind of rears its head again today.
Yeah. I mean, their biggest thing was they averaged, I think, 20 to 21 offensive rebounds a game. And we were doing a good job until we had to go to the zone. But the zone was helping us just in terms of scoring, just kind of keeping them limited in scoring in some areas. So it's kind of a give and take. The one issue we have, we just have a lack of size, and things that are easier for other teams aren't as easiest for us. So when you get down the stretch and you're really trying to box out, and you got a little bit of wear and tear going on your players, because at this point you only have 8 or 9 players. It's just we got caught in a rut,
Aliyah, I won't ask too much. I know you got the voice situation, but what was, first start, filling in for Faith, who's such a big part of this team, and what was that like? And it seemed like you kind of caught your groove there eventually in the second half.
Well, I guess it's a responsibility in itself, but I felt like whatever I had to do was for the team, not really for me or for Faye. I think I had to fill that role, that necessary role, whether it was scoring, whether it was getting stops on defense. I think that's what was important.